Webcomic Show!
Hey everybody, and thanks for watching the Webcomic Show. I'm Daniel Barton of GooberandCindy.com, and today I am hosting a small Kickstarter project. Normally I wouldn't do an interview because I only do the winter, spring, summer, and fall. But because these guys really need your support this December, please take out your wallets and donate to this or back this Kickstarter project. I'm talking to Michael and Marisa. Welcome to the Webcomic Show.
Hello.
Thank you very much for having us.
Awesome to have you. Could you guys please explain what this Kickstarter is about?
Basically, it's a collection of stories and art from some of our members at Webcomic Underdogs. And we have about how many members?
450-ish and growing.
In the anthology?
Oh, in the anthology. It's about 8 people, give or take.
And they're really talented. They're really talented groups, so we're really excited to showcase their work in this anthology.
So who are these 8 people, and what pieces of work are being presented?
We have work from Charlie Wise, creator of Groovy Kinda, Brybox, who's creator of Battlecroc, C.V. Webb, who illustrates and writes the Schizophrenic Storybook, Sarah Driffill, Driffill of Princess Chroma, Daniel Sharp and his creative team for the Demon Archives, Jab, who does Monkey Dog Snake Human.
Daniel Sharp?
I just said Daniel
sorry.
Sharp.
Are we missing one
Ourselves.
person? Ourselves.
Yeah.
And what's going to be featured of your guys, of yourselves?
The Maidens.
It'll be a horror comic based around mermaids called The Maidens, and we're really excited about that one.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cross between The Little Mermaid and 30 Days of Night.
Awesome. And what's the entry price point that people can get into it?
$1. $1. We go as low as $1. Every dollar counts. So.
Everybody should be able to back this project then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every pledge is appreciated. Every Facebook share is very appreciated. We need all the support we can get.
So, is there anything else about the project you want to tell?
I'd like to let people know there's kind of something for everyone because we have comedy, romance, horror, adventure, sci-fi. We try to choose from members who had a lot varied content. So the book has a lot of really includes all genres pretty much.
Yeah, the whole purpose of it is to get the work out there into the hands of people who ordinarily would read printed comics and show them that webcomics are just as valuable, if not more valuable and high quality as traditional printed comics.
So you guys have already done your first podcast on the Dish podcast. How was that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, it's obviously it was our first one, so we were a little nervous. But after we were done, we thought this is something we could do. This is fun.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed listening to that one. So enough about
thanks. And we're very grateful to have you as our second.
Yeah.
So.
the first person in Europe to interview.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, enough about the Kickstarter. What's your favorite superhero?
Superhero. I tend to like the villains, so maybe he could answer the superhero one.
Well, for me, it's always been Batman.
Awesome. Me too.
Easily Batman.
Me too. And favorite villain?
Catwoman.
Oh, awesome.
So
she's kind of she's not really a villain. Yeah, she is a villain and a hero.
She's in the middle, so yeah, somewhere around there.
In fact, interesting story. The very first Halloween that we knew when we knew each other, the very first Halloween party we ever attended. Out of sheer coincidence, she dressed up as Catwoman and I dressed up as Two-Face, who's my favorite villain. And we hadn't consulted with each other at all, and we showed up as Batman villains. And at the time, I didn't really think that much of it because I was like, oh, what other character would you ever go as? Like, of course, that makes so much sense. You would be Catwoman. You're a girl. That's perfect. But upon retrospect, I see that was something very special. So.
Was that before you two got together, or?
Right after.
Okay, so that was
kind of like, cool.
Yeah.
Seeing her in a cat suit, that did it. I could understand that.
Something like that.
I saw some dogs go by on Facebook. What were their names?
Their names are Bastion and Caprio.
Bastion and Caprio, cool. And
so, never-ending story will understand the Bastion reference.
Because you also have webcomics that feature the dogs, or had webcomics.
Right. We did a comic called My Girlfriend's Dog, and it was actually more about our late poodle who recently passed away, a miniature poodle named Max, and we had a lot of fun working on that comic. But since his passing, it's been very difficult to get back into it. So we've kind of put it on indefinite hiatus. It's something we'd like to revisit someday, but right now it's a little too new to us, the situation. So we're giving it a little time, but we'd like to revisit it someday.
Mm-hmm. But your new
because I'm sure we'll have tons more stories to tell now that we have 2 other dogs.
Exactly. So. Awesome. What kind of web comics do you guys read if you ever have the time?
If we ever, the time. Yeah. Actually, a lot of webcomics that our own members do on Webcomic Underdogs. We have people. We have Charlie who does Groovy kind of. That's one of our favorites. Like we mentioned, CB Webb does Schizo stories. That's another one of our favorite ones. What are some more?
Well, I really enjoy those 2 as well as like Battlecroc by Bryan we mentioned earlier. From outside the group, I've been keeping up with Supermassive Black Hole by Ben Chamberlain, as well as a comic that's recently going to print by Fantagraphics. I know I'm going to mispronounce this, but I think it's pronounced Kocak and Eustacia. I'm probably mispronouncing that, and I can't remember the creator's name, but it's a very interesting webcomic. It'll soon be printed by Fantagraphics, is my understanding. I also keep up with Sweet Dreams Are Made of Worms by Jesse Craig and Rasputin Catamite by Voz. Both of those 2 individuals are members of our group. But yeah, I mean, like you said, when we have time, which we have very little of.
Yeah.
And of course, I've recently come across yours, Goober and Cindy, so I've recently just delved into that. There's a lot to go, but I barely just discovered it, so awesome. I'm looking forward to reading the rest of that.
Cool. Are there any shout-outs to people that are helping you guys out with this Kickstarter?
Oh, man. I guess we already kind of gave shout-outs.
We've mentioned a lot, and there's so many. It's one of those things where you don't want to leave anybody out.
I would say a lot of people that we're grateful for are our moderators in our forum because they allow us to spend more time on the Kickstarter rather than in the forum. So it would be Voz, it would be Tiana, Jack, Ethan Kocak.
Ethan Kocak, in fact, that was the other person that slipped our minds earlier who does Black Mudpuppy. Yes. He's also going to be included in the anthology. That was the other person that slipped out of our minds. Okay.
So yeah, we're a community, so everybody does a little bit.
Yeah, everybody helps one another. It's very much a team effort. It's about coming together as a team and together creating the best possible products possible, being webcomics. The entire webcomic experience, it's helping each other through that experience.
Well, awesome. Thank you guys for coming on the show. I'm definitely going to be a backer of your project. Hope a lot of people that watch the webcomic show also back you guys. Thanks for coming on the show.
That'd be great.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
7 years ago. 8 years ago. Our webcomic forefathers brought forth onto the interwebs a new medium conceived in ingenuity and dedicated to the proposition that all comics are created equal. At present, there are thousands of webcomics online. Understandably, it's easy to get lost in the shuffle. That's where we come in. Ladies and gentlemen, and overrated felines, I bring you Webcomic Underdogs, the Anthology.
Hi, I'm Marisa.
And I'm Michael.
And we're the founders of Webcomic Underdogs.
We're coming to you this holiday season to raise funds for the first ever Webcomic Underdogs printed anthology.
Ever since we started the community a year ago, there's been a lot of talk and anticipation for this anthology. We see it as a way to showcase some of our members' talents in printed form.
In this anthology, you'll see a schizophrenic outlaw on the run, magical girls with talking bunnies, a superhero salamander, dysfunctional house pets, post-apocalyptic guardians, barbaric crocodile warriors, terrifying mermaids with a thirst for blood, drunken romantic entanglements, and a whole lot more.
If the anthology proves to be the success we're hoping for, we'd like to create a series of future anthologies and get them distributed by Diamond Distributors. This means we'll be able to hold open submissions for other creators to submit their work to future anthologies. But that all hinges on the success of this first anthology.
The holidays are a time for giving, and we're really hoping that people will help spread the love by making this anthology a reality. Webcomic Underdogs is all about community. Community is key. Together, we can make this happen. Any donation would be greatly appreciated.
Thanks, everybody!
And happy holidays from Team Underdog.
My name is Space Lincoln, and I approve this message.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Webcomics Show. You can find more of the Webcomics Show at gooberandcindy.com/interviews. And I also have a big Webcomics Show button on the side of the website. We didn't mention where you had to go to back the Kickstarter. Just go to webcomic_underdogs.com, and in that site on the front page, they're going to have on the right a link that goes to their Kickstarter. Make sure to go check that out. If you want to contact me, you want to be on the show, go to gooberandcindy.com, the contact page, or hook up with me on Twitter, gooberandcindy.com. No, wait, that's Goober and Cindy. And on Facebook, the same, Goober and Cindy. Thanks, guys, for watching the show again. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Webcomic Show!